Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to the show. I wanted to briefly begin the show by speaking about a friend of mine who allowed depression to get the better of them. And my friend, my former bandmate, roommate of 13 years, committed suicide on the 14th of March. I'm not going to spend a lot of time kicking my own therapy out into the space of this show. I wanted to explain why I had not been creating recently. And I will get right back to this now. I've had a couple of days to process this information and try to make sense of it. But I need to say that there is never any making sense of it. And the implosion of one person, the radius of people that is affected by someone making this choice is immeasurable. Find your help, because this is not something that civilians are trained to deal with. So please find help before you find this as a solution to your pain, because all you do is leave a tremendous amount of pain behind. Anyway, we're going to get on with the show. My friend made a mistake. Prevent yourself from making a mistake. There's always a reason to keep going. For me, when I was feeling most down about my situation in a lot of ways, I found YouTube, I found Andre, I found Nazar. Through Andre and Nazar, I've met people like Chris Sheets, Matt Hannigan. I have this growing circle of people, in addition to my family, which helps me out tremendously. And you are not alone. No person is alone. No person is an island. So think about all of the people around you. Even the ones who don't like you. Don't give them the satisfaction. I mean, that was my motivation for a very long time. Was, you know what? There's a couple people that might enjoy that too damn much, so I'm not going to do it. Thank you very much. Not that I ever got to this point in my existence, but I know what depression is. I know what chemical imbalance can cause in your personality. These are all things that I've addressed by finding Annie and our son Zeb. And through all of that, I found, my grandkids. You need to find your reasons to move forward, whatever they are, whether it's people or Pokemon cards. Find that thing that drives you on to tomorrow, because there is something good on the horizon. Now, anyway, I'm done talking. I'm off my soapbox, and we're going to be looking at toys, and I've got a couple of things after the toy hunt review, but I just wanted to really quickly come on here and address something that was on my mind. And it may be on someone else's mind from a variety of perspectives out there. And if I can help one person, if I can turn you around before you do something this selfish, stupid, arrogant, and wasteful, then it will have been worth it. And one more thing about my friend, my bandmate, my confidant. My conscience in this matter is clear. I spoke with him often. I asked him to come be here with me and my family. But for whatever reason he could invent at any given time, he couldn't sell everything he owned and move any further west than the Mississippi River. I don't know what prevented him from finding his happiness, but I offered him a cheap place to be, a nice place to be, around people who would give him reasons to be. And he turned it down every time. This is why I say, if you know someone who's in trouble, urge them or some of their friends or family to urge them to get the help that they require. Because the idea of killing yourself is a tremendous waste. Anyway, enough of the heartfelt part of the show, if you will. Let's get on to cheap jokes utilizing toys. I'm sure there's probably a genital joke in there somewhere. I'm back in the saddle. This show gives me a reason to do the whole breathing, getting out of bed, eating, pooping. And I wanted to thank all of you, the ones whom I know the names of and the ones who I don't. Even Rusty in Australia. Where you been, Rust? We love you. Actually, Annie keeps tabs on you through social media, and we know exactly where you are. Enjoying your family, where you should be. Anyway, let's enjoy some let's enjoy some toys. And of course, there's only those. But it's Sunday. What did you expect? whole lot of Roman Reigns again, huh? All right, people, welcome back to the absolute pinnacle of bath towel technology here at the old review desk in the Monkey Shine Lab. Got a couple of things to show you. Most of this stuff is giveaway. Some of it was given to me, and other things I outright paid for. So stick around as I show you things, and they will then sort of disappear. Let me put my wife's duck away. I don't know what that's coming out of, but it says Dungeons and Dragons. I should probably take a look at that later. Okay, stuff that we got. Let me start with well, the gigantic thing in the room here, so that we can get that out of the way. But also, what I'd like to say is thank you to our son Zeb, who dropped this off to me. He's not living under our roof any longer, but that's another story for another day. And it's all good. It's a good story. As opposed to my earlier story, this is actually a good story. A story of growth, a story of life. It's a good thing. Anyway, he dropped this off to me. He said, "Do you have one of these yet?" I said, "No, but you know what? It's really cool casting." And I thought, you know what? I'd like to open that at some point, take a look at it. So thank you very much, Zeb. I appreciate that. And then my wife got me this bracelet, but I want to talk about that more in depth. So I'm going to move it to the side for just a second here and talk about this elephant in the room. I got 2 copies of this from the seller because this cover has a big old crease in it, and I guess they felt bad. This was a giveaway, so I got 2 copies for one. It is Batman number 100 there. And I'm going to send this other copy out to a friend of mine who has already accepted it. But what I'm going to show you here is another possibility that the seller sent me 2 copies. It would be a convenient way to show you the wraparound cover, which is really cool. Let's see if I got that on camera. Yeah, I did. Let's remove a little of the glare, maybe. Oops, let's just turn the light off. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, as you can see, kind of cool. Maybe what I'll do is take a picture of it without the glare, and I don't know. We'll see. Better treat me nice. But anyway, one of those is coming to You Know Who You Are. Next up, let me move this in a little bit more and maybe just talk from this angle. This is what's called a waifu card. It has statistics on the back, which I cannot read. Some kanji there. This is just left over from the sticker. And it's in a sleeve. I forget where I picked these up on Whatnot, but that was a Whatnot giveaway. Kind of cool. And then this next set of cards, I think this one here came from Lady of the Herbs. And yes, it appears to be that sort of herbs. But this was a giveaway. I like Black Widow. Not really big Funko Pop fan, but I'll take anything that says Black Widow on it, I guess. Kind of cool. And then this next 5, these Japanese Pokemon cards, were also giveaways, which I scored in one fell swoop, basically, on this one seller's site. So let me show you what they were doing. They were giving away EVs, or EXs, or Vs, excuse me. So EXs or Vs, which are genuinely pretty cards. And I don't mind that these are in Japanese at all, because I don't have these monsters in my folder. So it's kind of cool to add them. And they're pretty cards to look at, for sure. So if I ever get sick of looking at them, I know my grandkids will take them. But quite a few neat cards. And this last one here that was in the sleeve, this one also, I believe, came from Lady of the Herbs. She was giving away Pokemon and superhero cards. She does sports cards, she does Pokemon, she does all sorts of stuff. So check in and see what they've got going on today. And then I think this was picked up also from her. This is a Fastback. It is a DC hero card, I believe from around early 90s, maybe 93. I think it says that down here on the information. But anyway, another kind of cool one to add to my collection of what the hell superheroes. But I love that Zubat. That's really neat. Some awesome cards. And I am expecting my other Pokemon to get in here pretty soon. So we'll be featuring a little bit of Pokemon content, but I gotta say, you cannot beat Matt Hannigan's content right now. He is just climbing with subscribers, and I am absolutely proud beyond all reason, like proud papa here, Matt, that you have gotten as many subscribers as you have in this short amount of time. It's deserved. If you want to know about cards and collectibles, Matt is an amazing resource, and seeing the stuff that he brings in and some of the package openings that he does of Pokemon are amazing. All right, the next thing, I picked this up today. Of course, I'm going to leave it in the package, right? But I really, I can't pass it up. And as I said to a friend of mine via text today, it's a Dodge. It's not a Chevy. I love this. I love this. The box is just a little beat, but all of it's actually in really good shape, honestly. And there is, a plastic display case in there. So if I ever do decide to get rid of the cardboard, which it's going to take damaging it, honestly, damaging it or soiling it some way. If there's ever a reason, this is a nice one. That's why these cost like $6 and some change, is because they do have the dust box on them, which is outstanding if you live in a dusty environment like I do. So there's that.